Hey everyone, this is my first time doing a PSA submission video. This is my second PSA submission with Gamestop. I did one with them a few months ago, back in, I think it was like February, and then I got my cards back in March. Took about, or not March, in May. Took about like 2.5 months, 3 months to get my first submission back. And I submitted 11 cards, and all 11 got PSA 10s. I was pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive when it came to pre-grading. I was checking for any print lines, any scratches, checking the centering all the cards, checking all the corners, etc. to make sure every card I submitted had a like 90% chance to grade as a PSA 10. So now, I wish I'd recorded that first one because that would have been crazy as a first submission video, 11 out of 11 cards getting a 10. So now I'm here with my second submission. I got the little sticker here that they put on the back of the top of the stack here. So I submitted 26 cards. This is my second submission. I submitted it August 16th. It is October 11th, I think. I got the email on October 4th, so a little bit under 2 months that I got my submission back. And I'm expecting somewhere between a 70 to 80% gem rate. So we'll see here how well I did. And I'll try and put up a value for each PSA slab that comes up here. Never done a video like this, so we'll see how long it takes to edit it. So let's get into the grades and see how well I did. Let's go with the first card here. I'm gonna make sure I cover it. All right, so we have a Frigibax. So the centering on this one looked good. The back looked good. This one isn't a crazy expensive card. I think it's like under $100. And let's see how we did on this first one. And it is a 10. Nice. Nice, we already got our first 10. I know a lot of these illustration mirrors, they have like nicked corners, where they have like print lines on them, so they're pretty rough to grade, but it's good to see the first card off the top. It is a 10. All right, let's get that next card, and we'll do a 10 pile here. Reggie Gigas V-Star. I think this is also about a $100 card. This one looks solid, no issues with it. Let's see what we got here. Also a 10. Nice. All right, 2 out of 2 so far on the 10s. I sent in a few cards that I think could have been potential 9s just to see what kind of leeway I had with PSA. So some of these might be 9s. I'm expecting maybe like 2 or 3 of them. Let's see how we did on Low Canyon EX. This one looked pretty centered, no issues. I know these are hard to grade, these old XY cards. And we got a 6. Oh my god, I got a 6 on this card. What the hell? Why'd I get a 6 on it? There must have been like a dent or something I missed on the card, maybe? I'll probably review this later, but I'm surprised I got a 6 on it. That's so strange. There must have been like a dent or something I missed on it. This one looked really, really clean. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna set that one aside there. Damn, a 6. Alright. Japanese card here. Oh, Charizard EX. This one's pretty big. Really hoping this one's a 10. Let's see what we got here. And we got a 10. Nice. These Japanese cards. Usually you have a pretty good chance of getting a 10. Charizard, pretty big card in a 10. I think this is pushing like $500 now. But amazing. That was a really big card to hit a 10 on. Each card was like $20 to grade, so it was like, I think, 520 in grading costs. I'll see if I can do this little calculator thing that people do as well, where they take the grading costs and then they add up the value of the slabs to see how much you make on that. Crocodile from Black Bolts. I think this one might only be like $100. It's pretty new, so there's probably not too many PSA 10s going around there. This one looked pretty solid. And it got a 9. Okay, first 9 there. Wonder if I just missed something. It did have like that white speck on the corner there. Okay, Well, better than a 6, like that Volcanion. What we got here? We have Iron Valiant EX. I'm pretty sure this one looked good all around. No issues with this one. And we got a 10. Nice. Solid 10 card right there. Doing good so far. This one's a big one. I think this is like 200, 250 for the tag team. I had submitted a Glassstein Birds my first submission, then I got in a 10. So based on that one, I'm really hoping this one's a 10 to go with it. I would love to have this in a 10. And it is a 10. Nice. Love to see that on the tag team Birds. Alright, what do we got here? Ting-Lu. I think this Ting-Lu actually had something wrong with it. On the back, there might have been a little dent or a smudge or something. So this one I'm kind of expecting to get like an 8 or a 9. And it got a 10. Okay, let me see if you can see that on the back. Right there under the... Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. But there was like a little smudge there or something. And I was like, let me submit it, see if PSA catches it. Looks like they didn't catch it there. So definitely keep that in mind when I'm submitting more cards. So we got a 10 on the Ting-Lu. It's also not a very expensive card. I think it's like maybe like $70 or $80. But I was more lenient on my pre-rating for some of these cards to see what could get past PSA. So this is from the illustration contest 2024. This should be a sequential set. So I did all 3 cards in the pack. The only thing that sucked is that of the packs that I opened, I know the Feraligatr had like a kind of like a dent in the middle, so we'll see if PSA caught that or not. So let's see if this is a 10, and it is a 9. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, we won't be getting that sequential set now, unfortunately. We'll see how the others do. So the Pikachu's pretty expensive in a 10. I think it's like 200, 300. So we'll see, what do we have on this Pikachu? It is a 9. Oh, damn. Okay, unexpected on the Pikachu. So the Feraligatr, I think right there you can see the dent. So we'll see if it got like maybe like a 6 or a 7. Got a 9. Okay, so they didn't really care about the dent there. I would have expected a 6 or something like that Volcanion EX got. Okay, so they didn't really care about the dent. Good to know. And I submitted 2 sets. Just in case one side of the set didn't get the 10s. Let's see if this side of the set maybe got it. We got a 9. Darn. Okay. Damn, 9s are piling up quick here. We're doing really good at the start. Now we're getting a lot of 9s. And we got a 10 on the last Toxicity EX. Alright, that's kind of funny. Darn. I really hoped one of the Pikachus would have gotten a 10 there. Flareon V, I think I had submitted an Espeon V in my last submission, so looking at this one, I was like, this one looks like a good candidate for a 10. Let's see what we got here. And it is a 10. Nice. Love to see these full art Vs in a 10. Alright, we have a Charmander promo. This one looked pretty solid. This one's also kind of expensive in a 10. I think it's like pushing like $200. Let's see what we got here. We got a 10. Nice. Love to see that. It's an awesome promo. Does this one have a dot here? I think it did. So it had a little dot right there, if you can see it in the light. So I guess they didn't really care about that printing defect there on the Charmander. So I'll keep that in mind when I see more cards. So there's very like minor printing defects that I sent in with some of these just to see if they'll get a 10, and it looks like so far we're doing good. Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. So I do get upcharge on 3 cards. I'm hoping this is one of the cards I got upcharge on because this is over $1,000 in a 10. So let's see if we got lucky. I think there was a little printing dot there. Any other issues? I don't think so. Really hoping for the 10 on this one. And we got a 10. Let's go. Okay, that's a big one. It's a really big one in a 10. So they just don't really care about those little printing dots there, if you guys can see it on the camera there. All right, that's solid. That like by itself pays for the submission, really. Shaman, this was just another IR that I thought looked good in a 10. It had a little printing dot there as well. Let's see if this got it, and it got to 10. All right, solid. Like to see it. Doing pretty good so far. Snorlax promo. I think these are pushing over $100 now. This is a very nice promo. I don't think I saw anything wrong with this one, like in terms of minor things. And we get the 10. Nice. We got an Eevee promo. I think this Eevee promo, I don't remember if it had silvering on it. I think I submitted 2 or 3 of these. I know a lot of these promos have issues with like very minor silvering on the edges. So let's see if this one gets a 10. Gets a 9. Okay. Not surprised there. Some of these have like issues with the promo. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna have to review it and take a look closer. Oh, there is. Oh, that's right. It had the little printing thing here. If you can see that little like pink spot, it had a printing error, so I sent it in. Okay, so that might be why I got the 9. And now that I look at it, there is this print line going across. All right, so that makes sense why they got the 9. So they noticed that. Let's see how the other Eevee did. It should be right next to it. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with this Eevee looking at it. Let's see what it got. And it got a 9 as well. Okay. Not great on the EVs. It might have had an issue with it. Take another look here. It looks like a print line there. Okay, yes, I had a print line going across. I see that now. Okay. Yeah. So they did take note of that. Unfortunate on the EVs. Pikachu Zekrom GX. I think I had like 4 different copies of these, and this looked like the cleanest one of them all. Really hoping on a 10 for this one. It's pretty big. I think it's like 300, 400. And we get the 10. Let's go. A tag team 10 on the Pikachu Zekrom. That is a big one. Nice. I almost spoiled myself on that one. I think I covered it up right before I was able to see. Standard IR. I think this is only like maybe 80, 90 bucks. I think it had a tiny little thing there at the top. Not really like a nick, but you could see it had like a tiny bit of silvering. I think this one I submitted expecting potentially a 9, so we'll see if it got that 10 or not. And it does get the 10. Nice. 10 on another IR. A lot of these IRs are pretty hard to grade. So I'm glad to have a couple examples I know to look at to see. It's like, okay, this illustration mirror can get a 10. Same thing this one. I think this one's a very hard illustration mirror to 10. Had a pretty low gem rate from Scarlet Violet base. And we get the 9. Okay. I guess I shouldn't be surprised there. I wonder what they had seen wrong with it. Maybe the print line. Maybe there. Yeah, corners look pretty clean on this one. Might have been just like a print line that I missed or something. Lily's Clefairy EX. So this one I had pulled in someone else's Whatnot stream. I bought like the 3 last packs of a box and hoping for the SIR, and it got pulled. It looked super clean, so I sent it in. I didn't see anything wrong with it, so I'm really expecting a 10 on this one. And we get a 9. Oh my god, okay. That is super surprising. Maybe I'll resubmit this one. This one looked very well centered and everything. There's just like a tiny white dot on the corner there. I don't really see anything else wrong with it, so maybe this one I'll crack and resubmit. Brute Bonnet. I think this one was kind of expensive, maybe like $100 for like an IR. I know Komiya Artworks had been going crazy for a while. Let's see what we get here. And we got a 9. Darn. What was wrong with this one? I don't really know. I'm looking at it. It's looking pretty clean. Yeah, some of these 9s I'll review. Definitely the Volcanion that got a 6. I'll take another look at. I mean, there had to have been like a dent or something that I missed. We've got Ethan's Ho EX. Let's see how good we did here. And we got a 10 on it. Nice. I think that's like a little bit over $100. Okay. So, a little bit worse than I expected on the submission, but at least we hit on a lot of the expensive cards, like the Charizard EX and the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet from the Pokemon Center. So how many, let me see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 out of 26 or 10. Let me just double check. I don't think I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, and then 11 with the 6. So, yeah, so 15 out of 26. What is that? That's 57%, so like a 60% gem rate. So a little bit worse than I expected. Guess I just gotta be a little bit more aggressive with the pre-grading this time. Maybe I was too lax just because I wanted to see what I could sneak through on PSA side, see what they would miss. But all right, that is pretty good. I really wanted to make a video like this just because I enjoy watching content for PSA submissions. I like seeing people and how they're grading, what they're getting back, what they're missing. And it's just kind of something fun to put in the background whenever I'm doing like TCG player orders, or if I'm just like looking at cards myself. So hopefully out there someone enjoys watching this video. If you guys have any suggestions or any comments, please leave a message, leave a like. Any criticism is appreciated. I just recorded this on my phone, just kind of like impromptu, off the cuff. So if my thoughts seem kind of scattered, that's why. I didn't write a script or anything like that. So yeah, I should be sending in another submission probably in the next few weeks or so. Probably before I send it in, I'll make another video just to show off the cards and what I look at for like pre-grading. And then we can see a comparison on what I think the card will grade, and then afterwards when I get the submission back, what the card actually got. But thank you for checking out the video, and hope you guys have a nice day.